Hi, I'm Myriah Shimatsu, the owner of Movement First Wellness. And as dental professionals, I'm sure you know the importance of having a strong upper body from the neck, the shoulders, the back to be able to support you while you're trying to treat patients all day. So let me show you the best exercises to strengthen the upper body. My favorite one is probably going to be lat pull down. So here's a couple ways of doing a lat pull down at home if you don't have the big fancy lat machine. So I have an exercise band here, and I can do this without any anchor point. So I would simply hold my hands out about shoulder distance apart to start with. Now if you bring your hands closer together, it's going to increase the resistance, or farther apart to loosen the resistance. So starting above your head, shoulders are plugged down into your back here, and you're going to pull those hands out, squeezing the elbows down like if you were holding the lat bar on the machine, and activating those lats, pulling the band to your chest. Reach the hands back up above the head and begin to pull, anchoring those shoulders down, elbows squeezed towards the floor. You want to make sure that you don't arch through the back, so you're not lifting the bottom rib cage and flaring it. You're going to pull, keeping the spine neutral and long, and release. Now, if you do have an anchor point, I'll show you how to do that. So you can use a door. I'm going to show you with this little closet door here. Make sure if you are anchoring any band into a door that you test it out and that you feel safe doing this. So then you're going to have a seat on the floor. You want to hinge back from your hips, 45-degree angle. Chest is up, spine is nice and long, and our hands start about in the same position as we did with that standing exercise. And you're going to squeeze those elbows down and back, bringing the hands towards your shoulders, and then release. Make sure your elbows are dropping away from those ears as you squeeze and extend. So you want to perform either of these two lat pull exercises for 15 reps. Another great upper body exercise that helps strengthen the back and keep good posture is a row. You could do rows many of ways. I'm going to show you how to do a row seated with an exercise band. So we're going to come onto the floor. You're going to sit on your tush. Spine is going to be nice and long, so make sure you can reach up here and you're not in a bad posture position. Keep your knees bent. This should help you be able to sit tall and flex those toes towards the ceiling. Now wrap your exercise band around your feet, making sure it's secure. Now you want to judge your resistance. Having your hands farther away from your feet is going to make it easier, and having your hands closer to your feet is going to make it harder. And so from here, you're just going to simply keep that core tight, keeping the spine long, drive the elbows back, squeezing those shoulder blades together and down. Release the arms, and continue to come in and out of that row. You want to shoot for 10 to 15 reps for something that challenges you. Now we can also perform a high row here. So that was more of a mid to low row by bringing the elbows up about shoulder height. Palms are now facing down rather than towards each other. And we're squeezing through the upper back, still keeping the shoulders down and squeezing towards the spine. So I would prefer for you to do both rows so that we target both the upper and lower back muscles, making sure that we can hold posture while treating patients. This upper body exercise is going to be a diagonal lateral pull. So we're sticking with these pull muscles again to really help strengthen the back for our posture. So you need to be able to anchor your band into something. And so make sure, again, if you're anchoring your band, that you trust that unit before performing the exercise. Now I want you to stand, feet facing forward, a little bit outside hip distance apart, and you're going to reach across your body with the outside arm. Keeping your palm facing your body, and I want you to turn your hips toward your anchor point. To start this exercise, you're going to first pull from your hips so we get a little bit of core, so this is a bonus exercise, and then you're going to follow through with that, bringing your hand down across your body and pulling out. So reach back, rotate in, pull down and across. This is going to help strengthen up your rear delts, your triceps, and your lats. Now you can take this diagonal lateral pull with two hands, making it more of a wood chop. This will make it a tiny bit more of a core exercise than an upper body exercise, but you're getting a lot of the same muscles involved, so more bang for the buck. So with adding the second hand, you're just going to interlace your fingers holding onto that band, keep your shoulders down away from your ears, turn those hips in, and this time as you come across, you're going to go ahead and fully rotate the hips, coming all the way out across your body. Back and down. So this is a rotational wood chop, pulling from high to low. Our last two upper body moves are going to be focusing on strengthening our shoulders and our upper back. So the first move is going to be external for the rotator cuffs. So when you're working your rotator cuffs, you want to make sure you're using either lightweight or exercise tubing, or even just going through the range of motion, never using anything heavy. So I will show you actually first just using range of motion. So if you have any pain in your shoulders, you may want to start this low and take a rolled up towel and place between your elbow and your body, applying pressure, and then just working into that external rotation. Again, range of motion if you have pain, shoulders down away from your ear. As you progress out of that and you have no pain, you can add an exercise band that's anchored into a door. So let me anchor my band here for you. And then you're gonna work into that external rotation. Remember, we need a towel rolled up here so that we can start to strengthen those rotator cuff muscles. However, I like to actually work this position into what I call scarecrow. So standing nice and tall, I have small 3-pound dumbbells, and I'm gonna bring my elbows up to parallel with my shoulders. My wrists are extending out from my elbow, so I create a 90-degree angle at my elbow, and I'm gonna just externally rotate, bringing my hands up and back to parallel with the floor. So getting external rotation, but also strengthening my lateral delts and my upper traps by holding my arms in this position. Now for a bonus combo move, take it into external rotation, up into your overhead shoulder press, back down, and finish the move. So whatever you prefer here or whatever you're ready for, perform 10 reps. The last move to work the shoulders is going to be a horizontal lateral raise or a horizontal abduction raise. So again, we can use light dumbbells here, standing nice and tall, and I'm going to start across my body, keeping my thumb facing towards the ceiling. I'm going to extend out and back till my arm is parallel, and across and up. So you're working here and strengthening the lateral deltoid again, as well as the rear delts and the lower traps. Make sure your shoulder blade stays down across your back, away from your ear, and that you perform 10 reps on both sides to even yourself out. You can also perform this exercise with resistance tubing. So if you do it with resistance tubing, you want to anchor your band, this time low, into a door that you trust. Again, starting across your body, and I'm going to go ahead and let my hips rotate towards the band. First, initiate the move with your hips, and then pull out and across. If you're holding a band, your palm will face down towards the floor rather than thumb towards your ceiling. And so you're going to feel a little bit more into those upper traps. So if you have a neck that bugs you, you may want to avoid using the exercise band here. You can also, again, combo this move up, getting more bang for your buck, and make it a wood chop from low to high, adding both hands, full rotation of your hips in, full rotation of your hips out. Now be aware that you might be using more core, less upper body, but you're still going to get all those muscles involved.